guys, it's 9:06 a.m. and I just wanted to be serious and have a serious conversation about mental health. Um, Mental health is really important. There's like 7 point something billion people on this earth, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us like can relate on the same things. But in some countries, like some areas, some parts of the world, mental health is still taboo. And I feel like it's not the 50s anymore. It's like, insane asylums or whatever. Like, it's not like that. And mental health should be expressed in more, like, it should be taken care of better. Like, everybody's feelings are different, but as a whole, we all just want to be, like, loved and accepted and cared for with our mental issues. So, I'm going to read a few statistics. Approximately 1 in 5 adults in the United States, 43.8 million or 18.5% experiences mental illnesses in a given year. That's a lot in 1 year. And it's just a lot of people have anxiety, like depression, social anxiety, like, and it's extreme cases and they're really serious. And like, mental health isn't an aesthetic. It's not a trend. It's not something that's cool or hip. Mental health is something you don't really ask for sometimes. You just want to be normal, but anxiety comes out to party and be like, so, who's gonna order that pizza for you? And you're just like, well, I was going to, but then, anxiety beats you down and says, well, what if you sound weird? Or what if they can't hear you? What if you have to redo the order? Or what if you, like, mess it up? Well, they think you're stupid, or if there's something wrong with you. And it's an ongoing struggle for a lot of people, especially social anxiety. Like, for me, it's really hard to talk to people without thinking, oh my god, they must think that I'm weird, or like, I can't see my face, so what are they looking at when they look at me? Are they listening to me, or are they judging me in their head, or are they just not interested? Like, can they hear me clearly? Will they ask me to repeat myself? Stuff like that gets me really anxious. And especially in a classroom setting, when I have a question, I won't ask because I'm too scared. Because, when I want to raise my hand, anxiety comes out to play again, and it's like, well, what if people start to laugh at your question? Well, you sound stupid. What if the teacher will give you an ignorant response? What if everybody will be laughing? So you just shut in a corner and you don't really do anything about it because your mental illnesses weaken you. And it just makes it really, really hard. Just like, especially when you're depressed. And this is another topic that gets me really upset. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'm depressed, and they're just sad. Don't confuse sadness with depression. Or like blues. Those are all different things. You can like have the blues, you could be sad, you can have seasonal depression, regular depression, severe depression. There's all different types of sadness. Like, it's not something to make fun of. That's what I'm trying to say. Depression is really serious and it's really dark. So I wanted to kind of make this personal, but not at the same time. But I feel it's time for me to open up because I have at home personality, at school personality, and then just me. And at school, I don't really share my feelings with a lot of people. Most people don't actually know me. I have severe anxiety, severe social anxiety, ARFID, an eating disorder, ADHD. I'm trying to. I think that's it. Oh, dyslexia. It's really hard. Just trying to be a person, like day to day life. Um, it's really, really hard. But for me, um, what I call depression is the dark cloud. You kind of, like, I don't know if anybody else can relate to me, but, like, this is you, you're fine, and then this will be the dark cloud. So, you're happy, and then you think about, oh, well, will somebody say something about my outfit? Or why did I think I had enough confidence to put this on? Or what's wrong with me? Or can I go back at home and ask my mom if I can change? Or can she bring me new clothes? Or when you're actually confident, you like this. But then depression's like, why do you like that? That's such a ugly color on you. A lot of people are going to be looking at you. It's too bright. You need to just blend in and just don't wear like bright colors because that's not okay. You don't want to be noticed, do you? So it kind of just puts you in a bad mood. Like, a lot of people say I'm pretty. Um, I'm not saying that I'm not, but when you're depressed, it's really hard to accept that because anxiety and depression gang up on you and they're like, well, maybe they're just lying. So, they're not trying to hurt your feelings. Or, they're just trying to spare your feelings or they're just trying to be nice. But because some days I feel beautiful, Like, and that's another thing I hate, words to describe how you feel. Pretty and beautiful and stuff, those are words to describe how you feel, but that's not how you actually feel in the inside. Like, I don't know if that made sense, but like, a lot of people tell me that, I'm gorgeous, I'm beautiful, oh my god, like, you're so amazingly gorgeous, but I'm just like, where? Like, where? Like, I'm super thin. You can see this. You can see my collarbones. I really hate that. All these, like, acne scars, like, moles and stuff. It's just, And then, I don't know if you guys know or not, but especially my face, my jaw, I have a lot of teeth issues. So, like, and it's this, I don't want to call it like a disease, but it's this thing where your chin can keep growing, like the tissue in your chin just keeps growing. So I don't know if that's what I have, but I have to go back to the orthodontist, and I have a lot of teeth deformities / issues. But if I turn my face, you can see that this is like, it's not, it's an underbite. And before I got my braces, it was way worse than this. But like, one lip is smaller than the other, and then my nose is like really out, And it doesn't look good. So it usually makes me feel bad because I'm like, well, a lot of people can see me in the side, or what if we're in class and they're just looking at me and they're like, oh, her chin looks weird, or why is her nose so big, or something like that. And it just gets tough. And like, going to the grocery store with my mom gets really, really, really hard because like, there's a lot of people who could judge you, and you just have so many racing thoughts in your head, and it's hard to be positive sometimes, like getting up for bed, well, getting up in the morning for school can be really draining and hard. Like, that's my struggle before, like, we were on spring break. It was getting harder and harder to wake up, and I really just wanted to stop waking up because it's pointless and there was no reason. So I was just super tired of it. Like, I'm tired of being stuck in this not sleeping, barely eating, super stressed out, falling asleep in class, doing my homework super late, not understanding it cycle. And it's just, I'm tired of it, but, I have 2 more years of high school, so we're nowhere near done, and college. So I just need a break. And my mom, she asked me about homeschool because last year it got really bad. My eating disorder was really, really bad, and I was going to be taken out. But I begged her to go to school for this school year, and it's a lot better socially than last year because I literally was going through a time where I had no friends or I couldn't trust anybody or I was just paranoid, and that's another thing I have. I have extreme paranoia. The doctors didn't diagnose me with it, but I know I do because I'm just extremely paranoid. Like, it's just like the voices, they just keep coming and coming and they won't stop. Like, racing thoughts about a lot of stuff. So, it was bad, and I didn't really trust anybody, and I would isolate myself. That can be a different story. Like, if you guys want me to do my eating disorder story, I would do that. But yesterday I vlogged me going to Marshall's, but I really wanted to get this up I really wanted to get this up before that because I've been postponing it because I didn't want to talk about my problems, to relive the bad thoughts or the issues. But keeping it bottled up isn't necessarily healthy either. So actually addressing what my issues are out loud makes it a little bit easier, But like, spring break's almost over, and I was freaking out the other day. Like, my spring break so far has been amazing, and I'm truly blessed for that because I have a lot of bad days instead of good days. So, the fact that school's coming closer and like it's approaching to have to go back to school, like routine, like waking up at 5, is what's scaring me. Like, break is almost over and I haven't done my Spanish packet, and we have a test when we come back. I haven't even touched it. It's just the thought of it is so overwhelming. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry and like shut down and just like give up. Like, not kidding. And you might just be like, oh, it's just homework, get over it, but it's a lot for me. Like, it's a lot of energy that I have to put aside for that, and it's just, I really don't want to do that. But back to homeschooling. I told my mom if I did homeschooling when I was like 5, when kindergarten started, I would be okay because I'm already I'm already institutionalized to be in a brick and mortar school. And for me to leave would freak me out. So if I started out like homeschooled, I wouldn't be freaked out. But she's just like, school is your trigger, and it'll be easier if you were at home. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. But the thought of leaving school scares me more than being in school. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it does. My mental health is not linear, and healing and recovering from mental health is not linear either. You'll have good days and bad days. Healing is not linear. So if you need motivation, I feed myself on positivity quotes. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it's not like I'm just ignoring it. It's in here, and I know that it's true. Like, you are beautiful, you are amazing, even if you don't feel it or you don't see it, you're just looking at a reflection of yourself. You can't actually see how beautiful you are, how beautiful, how intelligent, how smart, how caring, how loving you are as a person. The mirror doesn't show that. It just shows you looks. It doesn't show how much of a good person you are. I hope that this video made sense, and I hope that you can relate to this. I'm thinking about just leaving it unedited because it's a real video, and this is real time. This is real thoughts, It's not edited or pre-recorded. This is right here, right now. This is March 28th, 2019 at 9:22 a.m. And I think that's it for this video. If you guys want me to actually do a video going in depth of my issues, but I kind of touched on it a little in here for examples. But other than that, I hope you can relate, and if you like this topic, share it, because mental health should be talked about. It's normal. It's part of life. People deal with it every day. It should be a topic more cared for. I'll see you in the next one. Stay cool.